Hello YouTube, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to bring you guys my February wrap up. Now, through February I was able to do a very good amount for myself. I read a total of 4 books. Okay, I'm lying. I read 3 books, but that's still good, right? So, the first book that I want to do my wrap up on is Ferris. Let me tell y'all about this book. I'm so glad that I actually read. First of all, this whole entire series is totally amazing. If you have not started it, what have you been doing with your life? Now, the book Ferris takes place when we're talking about Queen Levana and how she became Queen Levana, right? Now listen. Honestly, I feel sorry for Queen Levana because from the very beginning, it starts off terrible. Don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it starts off very terrible. And I can see how let's just say Queen Levana had very low self-esteem. And the reason behind that, of course, you know, goes into the book of why she is the way that she is and why that she has to wear glamour over her face. It's really sad. But there's one part in the book where I literally started cracking up laughing. Okay, it's like a mini spoiler. Okay. Okay. She falls in love with this guy. And, you know, she's young. She's like 17. Like, why are you messing with this old man? Okay. Alright. Then she, like, mind F's him. And he's like, you know, no, you're young. You don't understand. No. Queen Levana is like, you know what? F what you talking about. Shut up. Drop them drawers. You finna be mine. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, of course she didn't say drop them drawers. Of course she didn't say drop them drawers. But baby, let's see and understand this book had a lot of twists and turns. I could not believe all the shenanigans, but good shenanigans that happened within this book. I'm so glad I read it. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. Lemonade by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now, this book, you know, in the beginning I started talking about it a little bit and everything. Now, once I finally finished, I'm sorry about the glare. Once I finally, you know what? Have you guys seen, like, the whole cover? Like, you see this, right? And then when you, you think this is it, right? You open the book. Baby! You got all type of information on this book, right? Very good book, though. Once I actually finished this book, oh my God. Now, I told you guys I have not read any type of science fiction books. I always read urban fiction, and then later on, I started actually reading young adult. Young adult with science fiction? Baby! This book was a 10 out of 5 stars. I love the formats because there's different, oh no, you can't see that. There's different formats, right? And then you have pages like this. Like, who would want to read this? Once again, like I said, once I actually had the time to actually finish this book, and of course, like I told you guys before, to listen, it's very, it's a lot better if you read this book with the audiobook, because there's so many different characters within this book, and if you just read it, I mean, it'll still be good, but you won't get the same type of effect if you read it with the audiobook. So, once I read it with the audiobook, I was just like, oh my God, wait, no, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh my God. 10 out of 5 stars. Please pick this up. Please, please. All right. And then my final and last book that I read for the month of February was The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. And when I tell you guys, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I read this. This book actually made me want to pick up and reread the whole entire series. Like, I'm reading Throne of Glass. Kind of, sort of. No, I ain't even gonna, why am I lying to myself? I'm reading Throne of Glass. Like, I was like, well, you know, I kind of want to get back into that world, but if I get back into it, I'm gonna cry, and I don't want to cry. I'm a crier anyway, so whatever. But I gave this book a 5 out of 5. I'm so glad that I read this. I'm mad at myself that it took so long for me to actually read this, but I'm glad that I did read it now, because of course I understood her when I first started reading Sarah J. Maas's books, which was, you know, of course, Throne of Glass was my first book that I read by her. But The Assassin's Blade, now that I'm reading it and learning about Sam, and learning about Arabin, and how she just, you know, she was young and she was a girly girl, right? She was a girly girl, and there's a lot of things that, you know, she had to overcome, but she stuck to them, and that's one thing that I loved about Selena Sardothian. If you have not read this series, please do so, because Sarah J. Maas's books, I will always say, have a place in my heart. I'm so glad that Sarah J. Maas was my first young adult / adult fiction book that I actually encountered, because I have went through a very tough time after having my child, and I actually picked up Throne of Glass, and ever since I've been touched, and I ended up wanting to make a YouTube page later on. So I gave this book, like I said, a 5 out of 5 stars, and please pick it up if you haven't. Do have a March TBR. It kind of was a little flip-flopped a little bit, because I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to read. I had like a thought. So these are just a couple of options that I chose. Evas Gemena, which is the second book that is in the Illuminate series. Of course, it's supposed to be 3 books, but this one takes place with a set of 2 different characters, and I'm really ready to read it. I haven't started it yet, but I'm excited to continue the series, because I loved my first set of characters that was in this book, and that ending, baby, if you have not, please just start today. If you have not started, just go get the book, okay? Find the audiobook, download it, endure it, devour, okay? Just do all the works. I'm telling you. If you have not read a science fiction book, and believe me, I really don't like science fiction, but I was like, you know what? Let's just try it. Now, I started reading I started reading Illuminate, and I was just like, oh my God, why has it taken me so long to read this book? Gemena. The next book is Winter by Marissa Meyer. Now, this is the 4th, 5th, you want to say 5th? This is the 5th book in the Lunar Chronicles series, where this is actually taking place of Snow White. This book is going to be bomb as shit. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I already know I'm going to give it like a 20 out of 5 point stars, but I'm not gonna say that just yet. But I already know, I just feeling deep within my soul and within myself that this book is just gonna be very awesome. And then on top of that, Winter, hello, she's Snow White, but she's, you know, African American. Like, who wouldn't want to read that? Like, I'm very excited at the fact that Marissa Meyer has decided to change up the characters with, you know, of course, the fairy tale retellings, and just making the series so diverse. So definitely gonna be picking this up soon. Book that I have, this book is actually taking place right after the City of Heavenly Fire, and this is basically about Simon and certain things that he goes through. And I love Simon. I think he is the cutest and most geekiest, nerdiest person that is within the Shadowhunter world. I'm not gonna say academy, but within the world. But I love Cassandra Clare's work. As you can see, I have Lady Midnight. But yes, I love this world, and I'm very excited to actually get into this and finish it, because I started it by like 3 pages, but I keep trying to put it off because, you know, it's gonna take forever for like the next books to come. So you know, we want to wait until like it's almost time for the next book to come out and then we start reading it. But I'm gonna read this, okay? I'm going to read this. It's my February wrap up and my March TBR. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please make sure that you like it and subscribe. If you have any comments or feels that you guys want to talk about in the comment section below, I would love to hear about them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.